Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, Russia has been invaded Ukraine since several days ago. NATO's intervention to defend Ukraine could create global catastrophe. What's really the essence of the cause of this war? I think the region is being outside Europe, and if the root causes of this war were removed, the Russo-Ukrainian war could have been prevented from becoming a global catastrophe. A detailed explanation from a historical and spiritual perspective. Please refer to the book with the title Corona Between Love and Catastrophe. Will publish next month, April 2022. And as an illustration, I read out my resume in essay form. This essay form is read in two languages. Both are in Indonesian and English. The English version was translated by Mrs. Hernani Sirikit. And then there are three background videos. Those three background videos is courtesy of ACT, Aksi Cepat Tanggap, a non-governmental organization from Indonesia. Here it is with the title Corona Between Love and Catastrophe. Along with the COVID pandemics that spread around the world, a threat of global catastrophe is seen before our eyes. So it is the time to make some commitments and real action, seriously and optimally. Stop depression of any kind and this human tragedy and the practice injustice in every corner of the world. This might be the sense of the cause of global conflict nowadays and in the future. Therefore, nurturing and caring for the earth must become our commitments and concrete action. We must control the global warming process and the climate change, put back the standard of natural ecosystem called Sunatullah. This is the mission of human being living in planet Earth. This mission comes from the Almighty, the great Creator, assigned to His thinking creation, the humankind. He said, I created human being to be the heir of the earth and the Khalifah in it. I forbid them to ruin the nature and spill blood. If this concrete action is not undertaken, remember, all men of the earth, COVID pandemic could be just the beginning of a worse global disaster. This COVID pandemic is a reminder and an expression of love, of love from the Almighty, the protector of life and the source of love. Now it's time to stop the repression and the injustice, stop ruining the earth, put back the balance of nature. Attitudes of arrogance, ignorance, irresponsibility, carelessness, greed are like a spirit train that sends us to an unimaginable destruction. To all the modern pharaohs and all the powerful leaders, all the elites in global business, and all religious leaders, the main obligation I put on your shoulders: take initiative, do it now, stop repressing the weekend, the race and religious victims who are almost forgotten are millions of Palestinian, Uyghur in Xinjiang, China, and Rohingya from Myanmar. It has been years that Masjid al-Haram in Mecca and Nabawi Mosque in Medina were closed and limited for worship and pilgrimage. Each and a reminder from God the Almighty. Don't we realize? Let us remember our closest relative, poor people, refugees. Give them their rights. Let not spending away our fortune uselessly. Let us be grateful to Allah. Leave hedonism. Stop building skyscrapers. Let's end the tragic condition of tens of millions of children who live in Syria, Yemen, and many places in Africa. Dear Mr. Biden, Mr. Bennett, Mr. Jinping, Mr. Putin, Myanmar military generals, and the leaders of Asian countries and India, leaders of Arab and Africa countries, do not just sneer and scream, because if you keep practicing or supporting repression, or let that happen before your eyes, if you keep the human tragedy happen, and let the destruction of earth and nature take place, indeed, an immense tragedy is sweeping and creeping closer, ready to pound on us and everything surrounding us. It could be the extermination of civilization. Think about it. Never make him, the most loving and most powerful, get upset and shed tears and said, enough. Enough for all your arrogance and greed. I am now embracing my people who are weak and powerless. Then the coronavirus, as reminder and expression of love, can transform into race and a peace reigning of peace that may become the unbearable word catastrophe. Thank you. Wassalam.